Entrevistas Alfa.
Hola, yo soy Andrea Tassier en Alfa 91.3 y hoy me acompaña un compositor islandés con una voz increíble. Así es, estoy hablando de Asger. Thank you for being here and welcome to Mexico.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you've been here for a week.
I've been here since Saturday, yeah, almost a week, yeah.
How have you been feeling the culture here in Mexico City?
I've just been loving it. I knew I was gonna eat a lot of tacos and good Mexican food, and we've been doing a lot of that. We went to see the pyramids,
Oh, great.
went to the Corona Capital Festival, and just been walking around, enjoying ourselves. It's amazing.
What about your performances here?
Yeah, they've been great as well. I love the venue. It's really unique. The small venue we've been playing at sort of looks like a church or something. At least the windows, just a cool looking venue. Good vibes, and yeah, the audience has been great and been great playing with these artists, Moika and Ellenborg, and getting to know them. It's been a lot of fun.
So you go between Icelandic and English whenever you're singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like changing languages changes also the meaning or emotions in the song?
Yeah, it sometimes does. Yeah, because usually I write in Icelandic first, and then it can be sometimes it's difficult to translate into English because we don't have the same. We don't have the right words that mean the same thing.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, and also how it sounds. You know, it just languages sound so different, and they have this rhythmic kind of just how they flow. You know, is so different. So it can be a challenge doing the same song in two languages.
Definitely.
But,
I hadn't thought about it, but whenever you're doing the translation, do you think more about the meaning of the words or maybe just the emotion behind the song?
Yeah, I think I mainly would focus on the flow, how it feels to sing it, you know, because I have to sing it so many times.
Yeah.
So it's quite important that I feel, it feels natural, you know, but the meaning is usually 90% there, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So looking back, your debut in music came huge.
Yeah.
Right? So whenever you think about that person, do you still see yourself?
No, I feel like I've changed a lot. You know, I feel like I change every year. I'm a new person, really. Or you know, it just, and with music, some music I made some years ago, I feel like I wouldn't do that now. You know, we're always changing, and
Definitely.
yeah, I released my first album in 2012, so it's been 13 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was definitely a different person back then. Yeah.
But are there things that you still recognize?
Yeah, I think to the core, there are similarities and in the way I approach writing music and some chords or melodies that I'm drawn to is just something that is in me, you know. Definitely some similarities, you know. Yeah.
So in your latest album, I read that this was the first time that you wrote everything completely on your own.
Yeah.
How did this process made the things different?
It made it very different because usually I work with lyricists on lyrics, this was the first time I just did it on my own, and this is much more personal than anything I've released before. You know, I just had to dive into my emotions, my past, and just myself, and draw from my own life. And it was quite a difficult process, but it's difficult to open up so much. But it was a good process, though.
So, is there something that changes emotionally whenever you're the only voice behind your lyrics?
Yeah, I think so. I think in terms of like I said, with the flow, like how it feels when you sing, I think it gets more. Yeah, it gets a little better that way because I write. Because yeah, I'm just always singing the words while I'm writing them, so I can feel how they. I can just feel them, you know, and that makes me change the words here and there. Just and of course, like I said, just I'm drawing from my own personal experiences, and so it changes a lot in that way too.
You've said that the process was really scary.
Yeah.
So, what was that fear about?
Yeah, I guess it's just about opening up. You know, it's not like a normal thing that people do. You know, opening up to a lot of other people and singing about it is like it's quite like daunting to do that. And I hadn't really done that much before. I had like done some songs in the past, but this was the whole for the whole album. So it was quite, yeah, it was just a bit scary. Also, just because I have a lot of like self-doubt, you know, with music and with writing lyrics, and just that whole process of like always putting myself down, like this is not good enough, this is not good enough, and so that's quite difficult. But it was just a learning curve that I had to kind of go through, and I think I'm more prepared now for the next album to be like, I can do this. So
Definitely. So, your voice has become a really recognizable part of your identity. Whenever you're singing, do you feel that you're in control or that your voice carries you? That your voice carries you?
Yeah, that's more like if I get into like a zone or something, and I just like the
Yeah.
voice carries me. I've never thought about it, but I guess there are parts of shows sometimes where I feel totally like free and the voice is carrying me or something. But I think like for the most part I'm in control. I'm aware. I'm like thinking about it a little bit, but like the best shows where I'm in the zone, I guess you sort of get like the go away from it somehow. You're like removed from that, you know. Yeah.
What does your voice represent for you now, maybe in comparison to what it represented for you when you first started singing?
I don't know. Well, my voice has always just been this tool to express myself and make melodies, and that's always been the way I kind of look at it. It's just another kind of instrument that I have to be able to express myself through music. You know, I don't think that has changed. You know.
So you mentioned that this album was really honest and it's really exposed. So what was maybe the hardest thing to let go in the production process?
To let go of, like.
Yeah, to let go that when you were producing the album
Yeah.
and being completely honest and exposed,
Yeah.
maybe you had to let go of a few things.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, just some of the things from my past, just accepting who I am, accepting my flaws and all that. You know, we all kind of carry ourselves around, and there are some things we just kind of have to let go of and accept. This is just how I am, and this is what I've done, and this is just. Like something from the past that doesn't define me, you know, just kind of letting it go and just looking forward. I think I just kind of that was kind of the mindset I got into, and there are a few songs that talk about the future, like my hopes and dreams. That's where I want my focus to be on, instead of like in the rear mirror looking back, you know.
Whenever you write songs that feel so honest about your past, and then you're doing them over and over in live shows, do you feel like they're maybe hunting, like the past is hunting you?
Yeah, well, a little bit, but it's also like some of the lyrics are like a good reminder of where my head should be at and where I'm headed. Like these optimistic songs are really good for that. But definitely, I tap into the emotions that I had, and I guess it's also a good thing sometimes. Just life, you get more emotional, you get just more into it. It takes you back. Yeah.
Some of the songs from this album were written a while back, right?
Um, yeah, maybe 2 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's one song that was written quite a long time ago. Yeah.
And do you think, well, whenever you think about the person that you are right now and the person that wrote those songs,
Yeah.
do you feel like you're the same person?
Well, there's one song on there which is really old, but it's not. I didn't write the lyrics back then. I just wrote the music.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just remembered it while I was doing this album. I was like, this was kind of a good song, so I just made some lyrics to it. And yeah, I still feel like there's some songs that I did when I was like 15 years old
Wow.
that are just I haven't released, which are just some of them are like good songs, and I if they're good songs, I will do something with them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And whenever you go back to those songs that you wrote a long time ago, do you feel like the song, like the meaning of the song changed?
Well, yeah, sometimes I've done that. I've done that with past albums as well, stuff like that, and then I've completely changed the song, and it's just become, like a song that I just was this like country song or something that I just played on acoustic guitar. I made into like a big electronic kind of production thing, but now this song on this album, I kind of kept it the same, and I actually used a phrase from back when I was like 15, 16. It was into the sun something. I used that phrase and just built the lyrics around that.
That's amazing. I think that your past self would be really proud.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
Hope so.
So your music has traveled a very long way from Iceland.
Yes.
Right now
yeah,
you're in
yeah.
Mexico, you've been performing here, and people have been loving your music. What do you feel whenever you get to know that your music resonates with people from all over the world?
It's great to come to a new place like this. I've never been here before. I've been touring for like 13 years and gone all over the place. And so it's rare when I go to a place for the first time, and I never know what to expect. So it's just always, I'm just thankful for anybody who listens to my music. And I didn't know if there was anybody here that knew about me. So, and it seems like I have some fans here, and I'm just thankful for that.
So coming to a place like Mexico City that is full of traditions, what
Yeah.
part of these traditions do you feel like it's going to stay in your music? Or well, what part of Mexico is going to stay in your music?
I think probably, well, some of the history behind, like when we went to the pyramids and we listened to the history behind that, and just the like how magnificent it looks. It really has an impact when you go there. I don't know how it exactly it's gonna be translated into my music, but it definitely had like an impact on me. And things that like move you are usually come out in some artistic expression. So yeah, that had an impact on me, and I think we still have some good stuff ahead before we go back to Iceland. So it's all been great, and I think I'll be quite inspired when I get back home. Yeah.
After everything that you've lived and recorded, do you feel like there's still something that you haven't completely understood about yourself?
Yeah, I used to go like back and forth with feeling like I was too much like all over the place. I want to be in, I can't just stick to one genre of music. I love doing all this different kind of stuff. And I was, like at some points I was dealing with, I had a hard time with that. But now I've come to terms with that. Like I'm just always gonna do like whatever I want to do. And if it resonates with me, it's probably gonna resonate with other people. But your question was if something I haven't understood about myself.
Yeah, because I think that writing the songs for so long is a process of completely understanding yourself and
Yeah.
learning new things about you.
Yeah. It's a good question, but I don't have any good answer to it.
It's okay. Thank you so much. So now, would you recommend for the people that are watching this, maybe some artists from Iceland that you feel
sure.
like they need recognition?
Yeah. Should I look into the camera or just?
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Some of my favorite artists. Árni Margrét is one of them who played at Corona. She opened the main stage at Corona. She's great. We've worked together on some songs. Múkisson, Hjaltalín is a band I really love. Who else? Hjálmar. It's a reggae band that my brother plays in.
Ah, great.
So much cool stuff. Yeah, this is some of it. Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time and for this interview.
Thank you.
Y para todos los que nos están viendo, métanse al mundo de Asger y escuchen su música. No se van a arrepentir. Yo soy Andrea y esto es Alfa 91.3.
Entrevistas Alfa.